all that was smooth. It's been a while, I know, but to get the elephant out of the room first, yes, I am bare naked face today, and yes, I have a band-aid on my face. I won't go too far into it since this video is not about this topic, but I have been on Accutane since the beginning of March, and it kind of took its toll, and it honestly kind of hurts to wear makeup lately. My face burns a lot, and it feels like it's constantly having a sunburn, and it was peeling a lot too, so that was also really disturbingly gross. And I got a really bad cystic zit here, and it got so bad that it made my eye swell. It's finally calmed down enough so I could film this, so it's partly why March is so late. Can you tell how flustered I'm getting? It's been a while since I've had to do this. Basically, I'm releasing March's setup first, even though I really should be releasing February's because I did film a February setup. But I'm doing a slightly different format for that one, so that's why I'm not releasing it first, because I still have to write notes to actually record my voiceover properly. So April will probably end up coming before February's as well, but this month is just going to be like bullet journal video after bullet journal video every single week for April. So I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'll go into the setup now so I can stop rambling. Alright, so jumping in, guys. This theme I actually did back in 2019, so another redo theme. And again, for the exact same reason as the last couple times I've redone themes. My visuals were absolute crap. And I also didn't post any of the weekly spreads that I had made from that year, because that was before I started like actually really taking my bullet journal content a little bit more seriously. I wanted to try the panda theme again because I really loved how it looked when I did it, but especially now that I am more comfortable with doing more intense drawings, even though, as you're gonna see, as you've seen on the thumbnail from this video, that this cover page is not the most complicated one I've ever done, but it's definitely a bit more than the original panda theme from 2019. I really wanted to elevate this whole theme. I did copy some of my old drawings from that theme from my weekly spreads, but because that wasn't in my filmed one, this will still feel like a newer video to you guys. And also a very new video if you've never been to my channel before. So this is technically, I think, my third time doing a green theme, and I kind of like Amanda Rach Lee. I've decided to just make it a thing. March will just be green. So for the pandas, I found this picture on Pinterest, and originally it had 4 pandas on it, but honestly, I was really struggling to make the 4th panda look good. It just kind of looked off no matter how many times I tried to redraw it, so I was just like, you know what? It looks fine with just 3. I'll just get rid of the 4th one. What else can I talk about with this cover page? Honestly, there's only so much you can say about the difficulties of a drawing, and we're not exactly through a point in the video where it's gonna be helpful to talk about how I was struggling a bit. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, because I'm struggling lately to think of what to talk about during the first couple of minutes of these videos, because I'm sure you guys will get real bored of me just talking about how much I struggled with drawing the cover page, or how easy it was, you know, like I wanna talk about something else. So like, what would you guys like to hear during these parts of the video? I'm just rambling here because I feel very out of practice with my voiceover, so I apologize if this is sounding really dumb. So you can like totally mute me if you just feel like you want to watch the speed over clips. But with this background, it wasn't technically part of the original picture. I decided to expand a little bit. I originally thought I would try to do the whole circle thing, but I thought, you know what, let's like do just a crap ton of bamboo and just see how much I can go with it. And I didn't go super intense just because like I realized the details of the bamboo took me a little bit longer, and with all the detailing I'm gonna have to do with the coloring, I was like, let's just chill out. But for my quote side, I decided to go with "free time is the enemy of progress," and I don't know if you guys know it, but it's actually from Casey Neistat's, one of his most famous quotes. I'm a Casey Neistat stan, let me tell you. I've been using a lot of his quotes in my bullet journals the past few years, and I'm probably going to continue until I have used them way too many times that it just starts to feel redundant to me. It might sound a little bit more of an intense quote, but honestly, March was kind of a cluster F. The first 2 weeks of it, I felt so behind with my February setup and just feeling like I'm behind on literally everything, and just the days were going by too quickly and they were just blurring together, and I was really struggling to be productive, so I ended up halfway through March making this. I also realized during this month that I need my bullet journal. Like, I need it. I thought maybe I could get away with just using my Google Calendar with all my tasks and stuff, because I thought I just didn't have enough time to dedicate to drawing my spreads like I was previous months, and I am not capable. It got too overwhelming to constantly feel like I'm looking at my phone, and my Google Calendar got way too full. Like, it was bad. I realized that I function better when I can write down everything in my head. It sounds so weird, but like writing it down just like calms me down. But putting it in my phone didn't feel like it was exiting my brain, so I felt like I was never actually relaxing. And most of March felt pretty stressful because of that. But once I started setting up the actual March spread and just like forcing myself to get back on track, I was feeling more and more calm by the day. And once I told myself that, you know what, we're just gonna like release February, March's, and April's setups like almost completely back to back, I started to chill out a lot more, and being able to write down everything, I just got so much more done in these last 2 weeks of March than I have in the first 2 weeks of March and the last week of February. That's where I really fell off the handle. After I got back from my friend's wedding in February, I just was all over the place. But to be honest, looking back at even my previous months before February, I was really struggling to get myself back on that really productive track since the robbery. Again, I'm still doing a lot better than I was when it initially happened, obviously, but I've just noticed that it's just been harder for me, and I've also been losing more things on my own accord, and that's making me stressed out too, because I don't know about you guys, but I have this thing where if something small goes missing, even if it has like even just a little bit of sentimental value, like I cannot stop thinking about it, and then it just consumes space in my brain, and I end up obsessing about it, even though like the logical side of my brain is like, okay, why are you being so ridiculous? So this is turning more to a verbal diary entry, so please tell me if this is annoying or not. If you want me to talk about other stuff during my voiceovers, let me know, because like I said, I'm feeling a little lost. But basic rant aside, I really need my bullet journal, and it felt cathartic to get back on this track. So moving on to my schedule page. This one I took 2 pandas, the one on the top left and the bottom left. Those 2 designs were actually from 2 separate weekly spreads that I made in 2019. If you are more interested in the bullet journal flip through of 2019, that is actually recorded way nicer with better lighting and everything, so it's better than the actual setup video from that year. But I'll leave the links in the top corner if you're curious about that. But anyway, these were incredibly easy to draw, and they were from an artist that, off the top of my head, I cannot remember, but as per usual, I'll be linking all the original artwork in the description, so if you're curious about who the artists are, they are down below. And I also added the little penguin drawing from my January setups, because when I was looking up just cute panda drawings, he popped up, and I just thought it was so cute that the artist that did the penguins made the penguin dress up as like pandas and little other animals, and I don't know, I just thought it was absolutely adorable. So I did it there and in one other weekly spread in the month, but that weekly spread isn't in this video, so if you want to see that, check out my Instagram. Please give me a follow if you want more weekly spread inspiration. I would really appreciate that, please. But anyway, so with the calendar page, I kept it very simple with my boxes. I'm finding more and more that I don't really want to get super creative with my actual calendar page, especially since like my schedule has been filling up way more since January. I'll get more into it in my February setup, but basically I have like 4 jobs going right now, and I just started a 5th one, so my boxes need to be like clean and simple so that I can like write small enough to actually fit everything. I might test for like May, since I just finished like April setup, trying to do maybe 7x7 boxes instead of my regular 6x6 boxes, but so far 6x6 doesn't look too cluttered and it seems to work, so I just have to write super small. But if you're like the size look of my calendars, yes, 6x6 dots is the ones that you want to aim for. And so with this, I also just threw a ton of, oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't be swearing, a ton of falling leaves just to add a little bit more design to it because, like I said, I was trying to keep it simple, but like sometimes I feel like I go too simple on my schedule pages, so I'm trying to find that weird balance. But having all of this green washi tape that I didn't have the first time I did the panda drawings, the panda theme, helped elevate this way more, at least in my humble opinion. So moving on to the to-do list page. Very simple again. I basically carbon copied the to-do list at the first attempt of this theme. I liked how it looked, but this time I used only Tombos and it came out a lot crisper because back in 2019 I was still thinking I had to use pencil crayons, and once I switched from pencil crayons to just full-blown markers the entire time, it just elevated my drawings so much nicer, and they look so much better on camera too, so I haven't gone back to pencils. I'll use them for like other art things, but definitely not in my bullet journal anymore. But to bring a little bit more pizzazz to this, I just did a bunch of bamboo trees, but not like the super detailed ones that I did on my cover page, in the center. And it can be a little time consuming to like draw, but as soon as you like color it, it's super, super fast. Also, since I don't have much to say more about this to-do list page, I will ask you guys, how was your March? I'm so sorry this is up so freaking late. I'm really trying to catch up, and I'm slowly getting there, but I want to know how your guys' month went. How are you guys? I hope you're doing a lot better than me. Yeah, my videos are turning more and more chill the longer I'm doing this, but I feel like I'm still improving with the video quality. So if you're new, just please subscribe. Love to hear from you. Let me know if you're new or not. Alright, so moving on to the next spread. I have been obsessed with doing the sleep and productivity tracker compared to the old mood trackers that I was doing before. I liked that the mood trackers used to like really push my creative side to like think like what could I draw for each thing, but honestly it was starting to turn more into like a drag / chore to do. When I started doing mood trackers, it was actually from the 2019 Panda setup, which I guess kind of full circle since we're on that topic. And the reason I did that was because at the time I thought I was about to go to Japan and I already had waited a full year to move. And I thought, you know what, it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. I should probably like take note of what I'm feeling. And then the coronavirus happened, so it like the beginning of the month,
it was like all super bright green in the bamboo, and then all of a sudden just went like super dark green for the rest of the month as soon as it got canceled. Oh god. So I could have done the exact same mood tracker, since I might be going to Japan now, but I'm really trying not to get my hopes up until I have the plane ticket, because it's canceled 3 years in a row already, and I'm just trying not to get my hopes up, but it really looks like it's gonna happen this time, guys. I'm like so excited, but also like just terrified. So maybe in May, closer to when I'm gonna go, I'll do another mood tracker, but we're gonna wait a little bit longer. So, moving on to our second last spread. We are doing brain dump. This spread I've decided to bring into my books every time now, at least until I feel like I don't really need it anymore. But my brain has been so like spitting out so many ideas and like so many things I know I need to do, and I'm also like starting investing in gold and stuff, so that's also like a brand new thing that I feel like I need to like spitball ideas and shit out of. I'm swearing again, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bleep those out. But yeah, just like random stuff. I feel like I'm using brain dump pages a lot more, so I'm gonna bring it into my book a lot more often. And I just use it as simple like title page. I don't really like to go like super extravagant with the drawings. With this, it's like I just need as much blank space as possible just to spit out whatever I'm thinking about. And it's not really like diary entries, it's just more I'm using it as things to remember, or like random ideas I have for videos that I don't want to forget. And then eventually, like, I'll go, probably at the end of the year, I'll look through all my brain dump pages and just like gather them and then sort them into their own categories, so it's easier to find in my index pages. And I really used up a lot more of these panda stickers. Another reason why I wanted to do this theme again. I'm trying to make sure that with every theme I do, I use up at least like whatever sticker sheet I grab out of my planner drawer. And it also helps me think of new themes when I'm not knowing that I'm going to recreate something, and just like looking at a sticker sheet and being like, what theme can I create out of this one sticker sheet? Because then it makes it a lot easier to not have to draw so often, because now that I feel like my drawing has improved so much that it doesn't like take as much, I don't know, brain power and like time to do intense drawings, that I want to put more of my focus into my Belief Factor channel and do spreads that are way faster. And especially for you guys, like if you're not like huge drawers, it would probably be easier to take inspiration from my themes if I'm not like drawing intense drawings on every single page, you know? So for this, I just kept it very open and airy, very simple, but I did use the font that I used for the cover page and basically the whole book to draw the weekly days, and it really kept it super uniform and still made it more like aesthetic looking, despite it being very open and airy and simple. Not much else to it. I had a crap ton of stickers again, and pop prints, and that was it. Alright, so this is my final March setup of my new and improved panda theme. Let me know what you guys think, please. I'm very, very happy with this new spread, but I'm also very sad that I didn't get to feel like I used... Well, I'm very sad that I didn't get to feel like I got the full effect of it the entire month. I really wish that I actually started this when I should have. But it's very cute to look back at, and I'm very, very happy with it.
Alright, so that was the end of my March 2022 bullet journal setup. New and improved pandas. And I know I've mentioned this before, but just in case any of you guys are new and have made it this far into my video, I upload the rest of my weekly spread designs from each month onto my Instagram, Meraki_memories. I'll leave it here, and the link is down below if you'd like to follow me there and check me out. And be excited for April setup. Honestly, April setup is probably my favorite one I've done all year so far. So, very pumped for you guys to see it. Alright, until next time on Scrappy Wednesday, see you later. That was a terrible outro, but we're going with it because I am so awkward on camera.